All right, we're back now with an inspiring story about the power of friendship. Two lifelong friends from Connecticut have made it a mission to keep their friendship growing from across the country.
Now their story is at the center of a book and movie, and here to tell us all about it are the BFFs themselves, Shelley Giroux and Abby Barretto.
Thank you. We want to be friends with you. I know you're friends with each other.
You've been left out.
I've been left out. You three are just incredible. No, it's nice to see you both.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Tell us how you met.
Well, we met several years ago, feels like a million years ago, at a little restaurant in Farmington, Connecticut called Apricots.
Apricots, what a favorite that was here in Connecticut, right off of Route 4. It's really a wonderful place. And how did you meet? You were met, friends introduced you or something like that? Or
I was actually working in a pediatric dental office close by, and so I would go there with another friend after work on Saturdays. And we met, and then that's actually where I met my first husband too. So
isn't that incredible?
Yeah, we became. I have a joke. I say that my ex-husband gave me 3 wonderful children and Abby.
And Abby.
So,
that's pretty wonderful.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's funny how you develop and form connections and relationships in places that you might not even realize that they're there in the first place, and you just gravitated towards each other.
We did. Well, her first husband was my co-worker, and we were great friends. And so it was a natural progression for us to build this relationship through the years. I mean, it was easy.
All right, let's fast forward. You go on to make a documentary.
Right, I do.
What tell us about that? It's about your dad, and back from 1972.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it's been quite an exploration, if you will. About 2 years ago, I started on this journey to meet my father for the first time. I had a journalist out of Norway, where my father died, reach out to write this story, and from there it developed into the documentary.
And your father was killed in a training mission, is that right?
That's right, in a helicopter training mission.
And you never knew him. You were 15 months old when he passed, and this was your journey and your exploration to find your father.
Yes.
And it was previewed on a ship, was it not? Or forgive me, where was it previewed, the movie?
So we've shown the movie twice, once in Norway and once on the USS Midway in San Diego, where I live.
Which is incredible.
Totally incredible. My father was born in San Diego, which was part of my discovery. I had no idea about that. And we actually showed that film on his 76th birthday on the USS Midway.
So you've taken this story bi-coastal, and it's taken you up to California, but also to Syracuse. Right. Well, it took me on a journey, and I visited everywhere I could where, he had made a mark, if you will, and I've learned incredible things. I've met my father for the first time.
And then someone from the movie helps you.
Right.
How did that happen?
So I was privileged to be part of Abby's journey. I was also battling breast cancer.
God bless.
Over 3 years, and in between, it happened to work out so well when Abby was in town. I was on surgical breaks, and I had, time and enough energy to participate in this adventure with Abby. So we went to Syracuse together and gathered information, and then I was privileged to travel to New York City for an interview for a high school classmate of Abby's dad's from North Syracuse. Okay. And that is where I met Josh, who is Abby's producer.
Director.
And he helps you.
I'm the producer.
Abby's the producer.
That's the way we go. Heckling
at it, right?
And you write the book.
Yes. Yeah, so Josh and I started talking, and that was the day after I got my no evidence of disease diagnosis, so I was pretty fired up. Plus, we were going into New York, even though it was pouring rain. We brought our own sunshine. Good. And we were chatting, and Josh let me know that he is running this program called Written Out Loud that focuses on storytelling. And,
amazing.
Invited me to be part of his first adult storytelling program. So, yeah. So
quickly, give us a little synopsis of what's in the book.
So the book actually curiously tells the story of so many young women. I mean, it has, touches of autobiography, but it tells the story of 2 young girls who met in 7th grade. Wow. And very unlikely friends, but also shared unshareable stories, especially for the time. It takes place in the 70s. Okay. And in doing so, they rescued each other, and they allowed each other to grow up with the knowledge that someone actually loved them just for who they are. And that's, yeah.
And do you feel like some of the storyline kind of translates to your friendship a little bit?
100%.
100%.
100%.
Where are we going to be able to watch the documentary?
I am looking for distribution at the moment. I'm hoping that happens fairly soon.
We're hoping that happens
yeah,
fairly
I
soon,
hope
too.
so. I'd like to share it. I will be bringing the film back to Farmington for Memorial Day and sharing it with, my own old hometown.
Wonderful.
Well, Shelley and Abby, we can't thank you enough for being on the show.
Thanks for having
remarkable.
us.
Thank you
And
so
we
much
want to
for
be your
having
friends.
I know.
You're going to be our friends, don't worry.
Okay, good.
I think maybe we made the cut.
Exactly. We'll see.